So Mark, gamification's a big deal for you guys right now.
Yeah.
What's that all about? I'm not expecting that from PhD, but what's the good word?
Well, this is the thing. Work. The moment that we say do something and get paid for it, it means the thing you're doing feels like it's a bad thing. Right. So work is sort of structured or geared up to feel like it's not good.
Right.
But if you basically turn work into play, then you change the game. That's kind of what we're doing. When people use a system, it's got to be fun. So, we talk about gamification, and sometimes it can be quite an empty word, because what happens, people often take sort of superficial components of games, like a leaderboard, and just lay it onto a business. You need to actually construct at a deep sort of architectural level things that are enjoyable, where you do something and you get feedback and you go, wow, that's cool, and you can individuate yourself. So within Source, you get pings for different things, and we've bucketed them into different skill sets. So you get pings for beating the algorithm in the reach optimizer, getting more reach. You get pings, what are called optimizer pings. If you crack propositions for people, they're thought leader pings. Crack innovation, they're idea pings. So, and you can see your ping distribution across different skill sets, and you can see what you're good at. So people can start to say, oh, I'm a thought leader. Oh, okay, I'm an optimizer. And that's really important within the organization. So what it means going forward over the course of the next decade, people's ping levels go up, and someone says, oh, someone in the US wants to go and work in, China. And I say, well, what's their ping rate? And you say, it's 65,000, and you go, wow, that's good. And I'll say, what's their skill set? And I say, oh, they're an optimizer. I go, this is exactly what we need in the team.
So it's ubiquitous. It's a currency that's ubiquitous.
Yes, that's right. Exactly.
And where did the inspiration come from? Did it come from a need, or you just thought, hey, why don't we make work more fun?
I think we were rebuilding our planning system, so we had an ambition to be able to do something so you can do everything in a beautiful touchscreen environment, and it felt, I played a lot of games growing up, so I wanted it to have this kind of fun game-like feel to it. And at the end of it, you push a button and it just creates PowerPoint charts for you, right? And all that stuff. So it automates all the kind of, what we don't think of as manual work is manual work. Logging into PowerPoint and logging into systems, that's manual work in today's 21st century. So it's optimized all of that, and it frees you up to have like a free-floating sense of just pure innovation. And that's what it's about.
And does it have the modern techniques of, embedding mobile?
Yes.
Tablet experiences?
It's HTML5. It works across the device. We're creating a special mobile version only that you can gamify. So the reason why that's important is, if you work at PhD, you might be in a bar in London waiting for your friend to turn up. You're sitting there with a pint of lager, and you think, oh, I'll just log on now and see what my ping level is. And so I'll collaborate with someone right now in Australia, and you'll crack an idea for them. And then just as your friend turning up, they say, what are you doing? So I've just cracked an idea for someone in Australia. That's what it does. In PhD, all 70 offices going up right now are live leaderboards in all the receptions that will show activity as it's happening with the globe and all the pings happening in the globe. So it's really starting to intensify the way that we work.
And what's the global usage?
So we've got 1,500 people already in there. There's only 2,500 people in PhD, and it's only 5 months old. And by the way, we've made loads of game mechanic mistakes. There's loads of things we've done that aren't quite right. And so it shows the power of game mechanics if you can get that level of engagement. We have over 300 collaborations every day, which is, you go into the system, you just literally scroll down and see some of the ideas. And it means we're celebrating talent. People that, take the PhD, say the US office, you might have 20 new people just joined. Yeah. They don't get a chance to show off their creativity every day, but now they can, and they can become famous for it. So it's an outlet for people's creativity and inventiveness.
Where does it finish? And where does it go? Where does it extend to?
It's an ongoing project. Started this year. It's a year in beta because they're still refining it. But at the end of the year, on the 21st of December, winners are announced for different categories and dimensions. And then again, it starts again next year. And it will just keep ramping up over time.
It's a brilliant proposition. Shall we wonder?
Yeah.
What's the value for the client?
The client gets lots of value because, one, they have their people working much more efficiently. So instead of spending tens of hours creating PowerPoint charts and things, instead they get straight into a touchscreen environment and it gets you straight to the innovation quickly. All that stuff is automated, so much more efficiency. And secondly, they get the power of the global brain. You can say to clients now, look, you don't have 3 people working in your business, you've got 3,000. Right. And that's the thing that's really, really important for them. Enhance creativity.
What about gamification from a consumer perspective? Is it something that you to lean in for you guys to say, you know what, there are so many gaming mechanics out there, and games generally are sort of exploding. I think by 2015, innovation is going to be gamified anyway, as a quote, or 50% of innovation is going to be gamified.
Yeah.
Have you picked up from any of the nuances of what's actually happening with consumers?
I think games actually persist in areas of the world that you don't realise. Wikipedia is a game, Twitter functions as a game. LinkedIn. So I think it's embedded in everything, and it has been. So for us to sort of somehow delineate it now as if it's like a new phenomena, will actually always cause a bit of a backlash, because I think people would just feel like it's not new, it's always been around. But I don't believe in gamification. I believe in good gamification. If that makes sense, because I think it can be abused and done at what's at a superficial level. I think it has to be deeply architected into your business and create challenges that create that real sense of, wow, I've achieved something amazing.
Otherwise it's unauthentic and people won't use it.
Exactly, that's right.
Gimmick.
That's right. And I think we've got to, going forward now, as we start to move beyond the buzzword and start to get into a much more mature view of what gamification is, we need to be clear about what's right and what's wrong, what's good and what's bad.
Max, thanks for spending some time with me.
Yeah, not at all.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.